And here we go. Okay, last time on the Stars Within, we did some things. We got back to our ship after completing the bunker. Once on the ship, we sort of looked at our options after recovering the key. One option was to have it decrypted somewhere because Nova was incapable of the decryption. So she found a group that would be willing to do it on a place called The Rock, which is essentially a mining asteroid, like a asteroid that had a mining colony on it. The mining portion of that has since ceased. Everything that was there, they dug out. However, as sometimes happens in mining colonies, they're, gold rush type shit where places come up because you got people who have some money to spend, so all types of businesses come in, and it sort of has flourished since then and grown into its own thing, kind of past the mining. So there's casinos, there's pod racing, racetrack type thing, all types of gambling, and you could think of it kind of like Vegas too, where there's like shows you can go see, just tons of entertainment. Essentially, it's an entertainment like pleasure hub sort of place. So anyway, we found out that we could go there. We learned that the price for such a decryption was more than what we had. Thankfully, the group named the Sons of Korhal were willing to do the service in exchange for a job. Once we got down to it and discussed it with their leader, Sean, then we found out that they would... Basically, the job that they wanted was for us to go to a Dominion like space station and basically get in and steal some plans, some sort of blueprints that they want to use. And then also, after you went and talked to Sean, he invited you guys out to a party that night. He was not super specific on what it was. Basically, he was like, I'll send you the details for tonight, and it'd be great for you guys to come. And that's pretty much it. So, to get back to a little bit of bookkeeping, Mo, I had asked you if you had your list of things you wanted to buy. Now, I want to ask you something even more crazy. And other people can speak up to this, but do we want to have a crew quartermaster? Because I have a feeling some people aren't really going to want to go look at the equipment lists and see that they should get med patches or whatever, but I think some people should have med patches and things. What are thoughts?
Is that something you really like is gonna be a problem if we just like, yeah, dude, I want another gun, a piece of like low-level armor, and then a couple med patches and a couple grenades? Like
it's not a problem. It's just you're not going to be able to just summon them out of air, right? Like right now you're on the rock, so you can get these things readily available, right? Like when we're not actively in a scene, you can just like, hey, I want to buy this thing. All right, bet you've got that thing, right? It's that simple. But when you're out, sort of adventuring, it's not going to be as easily available, right? So you won't be able to just summon like whatever you need. My point being, there will be people, we'll just say Maggie, right? That probably not going to go look through the equipment sheets and figure out what they want or could need. And I feel my suggestion of Chemo is just that I think he has a good tracking of what types of things you might need, because I saw that you were already like, I want this med patch, this grenade thing, this blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
That's just my thought. You guys can have, whatever other thoughts that you have. But
No, I got you. Yeah, no, if that's something that y'all want me to be, so to help y'all out, then I'll do it. I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to if that's something Mo is fine doing. I don't really think it'd be for my character specifically. I don't think it'd really be a big issue. There's not a lot one could use.
For sure.
Stuff that I would want to use, I can't afford yet. So,
right.
And what little I can is fairly evident. So it'd be more for, I think, folks that have a use for the items at the moment.
I 100% agree with that. I was thinking the same. I'm like, obviously, what I do, it's pretty simple to point out what I would need. Outside of that, it's not really buying weapons and stuff. So,
like, I think really Malachi, Buxus, and Tyrannix are the ones that are probably going to get the most benefit out of item purchases right now, because there's only
random gear,
there's only like 2 things right now that I would be planning on getting, and that's a deflecting field and some med packs or whatever they're called.
Oh, Tyrannix can just give you his. I don't even use mine.
That's another thing, because
okay.
I don't remember if Trinity, do you have heals? I don't recall if you have magical heals, so like having some sort of means to heal someone would probably be good for her. And that's like it, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's low level Pathfinder, Starfinder, which is itemization is just kind of whatever at low level, I think.
Yeah. I guess it was just I remember the last fight, folks were like, "Man, I really wish I had a healing potion type of thing to be able to." It's like, okay, well,
had.
Now's the time.
No, totally. Like the little we can get, we should have had.
Yeah.
Yep.
We weren't thinking that far ahead previously. Now we are.
Hold on, I gotta go.
Sometimes you only think the wall where the computer's at happens.
True.
We're gonna beat that with the dead horse, ain't we? Beat that dead horse hardcore. Hey man, it's cool.
Look, didn't we agree we're blaming Buxus for that? He's not even here to defend himself right now. So.
Right. Yeah, 100% we have to, it's because he's not here. Like,
I mean, in all honesty, I'm Buxus in real life, so I have nothing to even really talk shit about. That would have been me.
Jesus Christ. Piper, stop barking. Lay
Chemo
down,
come and try to bail my ass out. So.
Thank you.
I tried. Some things just don't work.
We were in a pretty spotty situation that whole fight.
Yeah.
As we do. It's what we do.
You know, life be lifing sometimes, guys.
Yeah.
All right. So with all that, I guess Mo, do you have? I know you had thoughts as to what you wanted. Do you want to? I'm gonna say it's unlikely y'all get in a fight this session. Not impossible. If you go punch someone, they'll probably punch back. But
crazy.
Mo, if you want to
Can't believe that.
Take more time to look at other people to get them map patches or not, doesn't matter. If you want to do it right now or before next session, that's all good. Whatever you want to do.
For sure. Yeah. I will. So just so you know, Tyrannix just now he feels better. So he's got you see him create like he goes and buys like these electromag grenades. He's like, I'm not gonna deal with these machines ever again. I'm gonna light them up next time. And he's got a couple frag grenades. You see him get this new scatter gun and everything with some ammo, and then he grabs a couple med patches just in case he's not near his healers, because you know that shit happens apparently with us. And then he's looking at it and he's probably gonna like, most likely, guys, like I know you're not gonna buy like the your important stuff now, but I think I do want to get you a tactical med kits for each of you, because if we ever get into that situation again, you'll at least have that, which gives you 3d6 plus, I think 3d6 plus 6. So you at least have that to buffer yourself to get the hell out of Dodge, to get closer to the group. And
Are we pulling our money together to get those then? Because I think they're 30.
The
30,
tactical ones,
30 gold.
I'll double check.
Yeah, they're 30 gold.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna get a few commercial ones.
Okay, if you want to do that, then that's fine, and then you can keep whatever you have, because that's what I did. I got a couple commercial ones for myself because I know that'll be enough buffer for somebody to get to me.
I think Trinity currently has one.
Does she?
A commercial
I didn't even know.
med patch.
She does. So then why? Oh, she has all the money on her. 232 gold.
You can have my money. It's fine.
I thought it was 25 gold each person with the conversion, right? Is that what I said?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I have all this stuff I didn't even know I had.
That's Travis probably hooked you up.
Travis probably did hook me up. Real
Yeah,
talk.
we did. And we gave you rations, even though we never really fuck with that. But just in
But
case.
But I have them.
Just in case.
Never looked at rations.
All right. So yeah, I would say Tyrannix, you probably bought all that stuff after y'all's meeting with Sean. What do y'all want to do? There's still probably like a hour and a half or so until the party. You just go wait at the ship? Do you lollygag, look at around the rock? What do y'all want to do with spending your time?
Not Malachi. Tyrannic. Y'all noticed like before we got to the rock, like he was like consistently cooking things, and then you also noticed like he was setting up like kind of like MREs. It looked like, but the smell is amazing. So he made like MREs, and he made like a bunch of like protein shakes and stuff like that. And then he crates it up, he puts it on his back. He's like, well, I'll see you guys in about an hour. Y'all have a good one. See you in a bit. And he kind of like runs off a little bit.
Just trundles away.
Yeah, he just trundles away. But Travis, like this, we talked about it, but this is that kind of situation to where like he goes to that old place that he used to go to where he found all the orphans and stuff like that, where usually they sit and wait to try and get like work, at least so they can help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll go there with like the food and stuff that he made, and he'll go and check on them and stuff like that, see how they're doing.
How long's it been since you've been to the rock?
Oh, it's probably been a solid like 4 or 5 years. So like he'll recognize some of them like got older and stuff like that, but we'll see.
Okay.
Hopefully, part of him's hoping like they found something better.
Yeah,
when he's walking through the streets, he's hoping they see him and they're in better places. But
there's a place sort of central to the happenings at the rock, and it's just called Main Street. On Main Street, there is a full vertical slice, basically from what is like the first floor up to the ceiling of the asteroid, which is pretty rare because pretty much everywhere else on the rock, the floors kind of intermingle. So there's like, this spot above a building or above an open alleyway. And so essentially, this is like the only place you can look up. And it's probably, I'm going to say, I think it's like 300 feet, essentially. 300 feet from the floor, the base of the asteroid up to the ceiling. And on Main Street, there are tons of buildings, right? And actually,
right.
One of the spots that you look down, because it's not a super long street. It's probably, what would that be, like a quarter mile or so from one end of the asteroid to the other. Actually, no, excuse me, half a mile. You could see down one end. It was here when you were here. There's this place called the Hard Six Casino.
Okay.
Lights are all bright, lots of folks there. You see a lot of happenings there. And the Hard Six Casino, it's basically got, I think, 4 floors. The first 4 floors are for gambling, and then the top of that is like hotel rooms. So the buildings that are right here in this area pretty much go from the floor almost all the way up to the ceiling. So it's about 20-ish stories for a lot of these buildings. And these are like it's the mecca essentially of the Rock, right? These are the biggest, most important people do their business here. And so kind of down the path, down Main Street from Hard Six, the further away you get from that, it gets a little bit grimier, it gets a little bit more blue collar. And one of these corners is, it's basically where your street kids would hang out, right? So they would hang out because folks knew they could come here to try to get them for cheap labor. They'd hang out here because it's also a little bit like, well, if nothing happens, we could try to go rob some people, because that's another thing you try to do to get some food.
For sure.
So when you get to what's like the familiar location for you, there's actually a couple of like older mom and pop restaurants that you recognize. But for the most part, it's a little bit different than when you had been here. Shit on the Rock, it's like, generally it doesn't stick around too long. It's just, there's lots of turnover. Because generally the people that were like born and raised on the Rock, they kind of get fucked, right? So people just coming to visit the Rock, they don't really want to go to old seedy places, right? They want to go to new fancy shit. They want to go to the new hotness. And that in itself just kind of has a recycling door effect on businesses and local business type stuff. But you get to this location, you see a couple of restaurants you recognize, and you got one older gentleman sort of sweeping out in front. You think you recognize him. It's been a long time, but he has a familiar look, But the more you look, you're not seeing any of the kids. And it's probably, I want to say it's like 4 or 5 p.m. like the Rock time. So it's like dinner time. So most likely they've either got snapped up into some sort of work, or they're already like out bullshitting, trying to, make ends meet some other way. So yeah, what do you want to do as you're here, kind of looking around? You don't see any of the kids that you knew.
Yeah, he'll definitely probably go to one of the mom and pop places. Like, I'm pretty sure, even though it's been a while, he'll remember one of them and be like, oh, I remember, Granny Mama Ozo over here. I can go and talk to her, see what's going on, see if she's seen the kids or anything like that.
Yeah, cool. So you get over to her. Her shop is actually, it's basically just a, there's like the wall face. It's like right where her business starts, right? So it's got the, you basically, if you walk up to, there's like a window and a door next to the window. The door leads into the spot, and it's like a tiny little kitchen area. So there's no seating. Like, there's basically little squat seats out on the common road right here, and little tiny tables so people, could get their food, squat down and throw it down. Yeah, it's actually it's just a bun place. Just little meat buns, veggie buns. So yeah, she's come on, what do you want, son?
Granny, how's it going? How you been today?
Great. Do I know you?
Well, it's been a while. Used to come back here, bought up some stuff for the kids around the corner.
Yeah, damn kids.
Right, and you know he slipped whatever would be equivalent to like 4 buns. He slipped like some coin to her. Let me get 4 of them while I sit here and wait.
Yeah,
Have you seen them at all today?
Oh yeah, they usually come in the morning. Try to get work, but there hasn't really. There you go. There hasn't really been much opportunities for them lately, or at least that's what they say. I don't know. They kind of fuck around a lot, So.
What you mean by that word?
Once you age, you get a little cynical, and I think the Rock just isn't what they hoped it would be, and they can only be patient for a good opportunity for so long.
They are kids, with some of them younger than most, put in a bad situation, and you would think the local government would try and help out as best they can, but
local government? Oh, you've been gone too long. There's no government here.
Oh,
Who's
you
gonna
know
help
what I
them?
mean. You know what I mean. The adults with money, the ones that can
The
provide.
adults with money as soon as steal your kidney than help you.
I would hope there'd be better people on the Rock. I used to work here in the mines. You would know that if you wasn't so damn old, but
Sonny, the mines have been closed for years. I doubt you worked in the mines. This had to have been another mine. How old are you?
Well, technically, I'm pretty old. I'm 100 and something.
Technically, I'm pretty old.
Honey, the mines have been closed for hundreds of years. You have me thinking of some other asteroid. I don't know what you... Honey, you must have been on a different asteroid. I thought you knew me. I don't think you know. You must have been to a different rock.
No, you had to have known. You had to have known Jen.
Honey,
Jen
step
was one of
aside.
the
She
kids
wants
here.
step aside. She wants a bun. You keep talking, but she wants a bun. Here, what do you need, ma'am? He's like, what now, mister?
And now he's like recalling. This is the same rock, right? Like he
Same
was
rock what?
working. That he was working on 5 years ago before he jumped
No.
in with the.
These mines have been closed for hundreds of years. I'm pretty sure when we were talking about it, I said that what would make sense is you would come in on like a labor ship.
Oh,
and
labor.
then-
My bad. I
Yeah, so
thought it
you
was
could have
like,
been doing mine elsewhere, and then they would have like stopped here for fuel or whatever else to get the lads their fun, so they don't revolt type shit, whatever. But the mines here have been derelict for a long ass time.
I misread our conversation then. Yeah, it was just the labor thing. My bad.
Oh, good.
Retcon.
I like it. It stays. I like it. Texas
That's fine.
confused. He's like,
He would.
wait a minute. It's
I
been
could've
5 years
sworn
or
we had this
whatever.
conversation.
5 years ago is like, you could get confused. Like, oh fuck, you're right. I was working.
There are multiples.
Yeah, it's like, well, god damn it.
But he knows that he was here helping kids like that. Like he would have money while after doing some of the labor stuff, and then he would see the kids and he would buy some food for them, mess around, help them find work, and then move on. He's like, man, I could. He's like, nope, you're right. The mines were closed here. I was on a different rock.
Honey, you must
But
have been
you
on
know-
a bender. You've been getting into the wrong stuff around here.
No, I don't drink like that. Not with this body. I got to keep it lean and mean for certain different things.
Okay.
But you know some of the kids, right? You talked to a couple of them. You know some of their names. You know about Jen? He was one of the eldest ones here back when I was giving them food and stuff like that, helping them with some work.
Honey, I'm not as nice as you think I am. All right, I gotta pay for my own shit. I can't
I
deal.
think
I
you're pretty sweet
had
right
my
now.
own kids. I got them kicked out already, and I'm doing my own thing. I can't take care of all these other fuckers' kids.
Didn't say take care of them. I just thought you would have known some of them.
Oh, that you were
especially since they're right
insinuating
here,
I
I'm-
had to take care of them. Where have you been? You should take care of them.
This lady's kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
She's harsh. She's harsh.
Well, you have a good rest of your day, man. I hope you enjoy it.
All right.
He walks away, and he sits on the corner with the crate and stuff, and he's just like, man, I could have sworn. Last time I remembered, I thought she was nicer than this, but I guess not.
5 years will change an old lady, man.
For real, it's getting worse.
Things
But,
get
you know,
worse
yeah.
on the rock.
He'll probably stay here for a little bit, see if he spots anybody, and if not, he'll make his way back. But he's trying to think of like, did he see him in other spots? I know this was like the main congregation spot for where they were trying to get work, but like he'll stew on it before he like heads out. Hopefully one of them or somebody comes by to where he can like provide some of the food for him, because he never knew where they like went to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
Like he would always see him here, because he's we're around food stalls, so he'd make sure that they ate something before they got work or whatever, and then he'd bounce out
For sure.
for his own job.
Right.
But yeah, that's what he'll do for right now. For at least he'll probably sit for another like 40, maybe an hour, and then if he doesn't see anybody, he'll head back to the ship.
Copy that. Everybody else, would you have wanted to just go back to the ship to wait for the party, or what do y'all
I'm going to
thinking?
get pretty for the party.
Ready for the party? Wonderful.
Should be a quick thing.
Girl's got to have her pop star looks.
Facts.
Jamira would just explore a little bit, like probably as close to the ship as possible. But this is a very new environment for her, at
Oh, for
least.
sure, yeah.
This is the first like urban environment in the future she's seen. So
Yeah.
probably a little overwhelming, but I think she would just kind of explore a little bit and just see like, what is this all about? Because everything, like literally every building's basically a castle to her. So
Yeah. I think, as you're wandering around sort of the docks, or this area of the docks, I think you can see from where you approached with the ship and entered into the rock, they have a, I guess I don't know what that would be called, some sort of like plasma window thing that essentially shuts off the non-oxygen gravity ass space, and then they contain all of that within the rock. So that's obviously kind of a bit of a magical thing for Jamira. Like that's crazy, because you after your lowdown from Nova, you can comprehend like, yes, outside of that, no oxygen, dead. Inside, oxygen, alive. You're
like
like,
when we were on our floating wooden ship, things are a little different now.
Yeah. And yeah, you walk around the dock area, and it's got your typical like spots that try to catch all the people coming in. It's very like touristy in a way. And then sort of you get like one layer past that, like a couple streets in, a couple more alleys in, and it's a bit more like real life. Like you've got, you're walking by, you can see people like through their open doors. A lot of people there's not really air conditioning unless you're like more wealthy. So like they've got open doors, try to get the air circulating through their house, and you see them, and honestly, it looks like smaller than your room on the ship. Like they've got basically in their own little house, they've got, it's almost like capsule shit. You know, like they've got a spot here where they sleep. Underneath that is like a cooking area. Over here in this corner is the closet, and it's very tight, very constrained.
Like coffin hotels almost.
Yeah, it's a very coffin hotel-y feeling. But you know, out in the alleys, you've got folks playing like dominoes and stuff, and there's little plants with little water feeders outside that looks like they're loved and taken care of. There's actually like space kittens, right? There's some cats walking around the alleys. So it's like you could see there's a little bit of a beauty to it, but there's also like, damn, there's some poor motherfuckers here, you know? Like
Sure.
it is yeah, it's a little crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
you see a space kitten meow at you and tentacles come out of its mouth.
well, that one she just gives that one a pet.
That's just a good kitty.
Baby.
Gives that one a little scritch.
Yeah.
But you know, as
Lose.
exactly as she's giving the cat Thulu a little pet, you know, she just kind of just kind of reflecting, like, you know, that, you know, as much as things have changed, they really haven't. You know, from what she's, you know, just like, you know, there's poor across eons, evidently, you know, and whatever wealth has occurred, it still goes to the top. Ultimately,
100%.
you know, as she kind of looks at the, you know, the sort of extravagant buildings, I guess they would be like in the distance, but not, I don't know how far they would be.
I mean, even here, like you can't see the vastness of it,
Mhm.
but like it's a very like mixed, intermingled shit where you're at, right? Because it's all kind of been built on top of each other over the vast years of this becoming from a colony to like whatever it is now. But there are moments where you could kind of lean your head up through like a staircase, and you're like, oh shit, that goes pretty fucking far, right? So it's like you could get that moment of like feeling small, you know, like if you've ever stood next to a skyscraper and looked up and it's like, god damn, that shit's big. Like you can definitely tell, and especially if you're at the docks where the ships are, it's like a multi-layer thing, right? So it's like if you think of a parking building, it's kind of that, except that it's with spaceships, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I think.
Yeah, and that's all she does. She just, you know, she just does that little bit of exploration, just to kind of see what things are like, and kind of comes to the conclusion things haven't changed all that much, really. You know, for as much as they have.
Yeah.
And then she returns to the ship to go and get ready.
I would think you even notice like it feels magical to you, but even like the scientific advancements, like the magic of the common person, even with the advancements of that, it hasn't exactly changed, you know, people's lives all that much.
Yeah.
Like
their material conditions are similar.
Yeah, you would think it's more utopian, and it's really not. It's like all that utopia shit is for those that have versus those that have not, you know? At least here on the rock. Maybe there's infinite planets. Somewhere there might be a real utopia, and wouldn't that just be nice for us to go hang out in?
Not do horrible things.
It would.
Yeah.
This place is Elysium, like the movie.
All right.
Totally.
If nobody else has anything they want to do, then we could just go ahead and get to the party. Tyrannix, did you want to meet at like the Hard Six Casino, or did you want to meet with them all at the ship?
I'll meet them all at the ship.
Gotcha. Perfect.
I already split the party once today. I can't do it again. This was just my leisurely.
I don't know if I mentioned it. I thought I did, and that's why I just said that. But the party is at the Hard Six Casino. Sean sent the details over. Basically, it was, I want to say, like, he was going to meet you guys there at the party at about 7:30. The invite he sent over just says to show one of the Hard Six Casino employees this invite, and then they would lead you to the party. So yeah, as long as everyone is walking together in the party, no one splits the party. That's what I'm assuming is happening. You get to the casino, you walk in. There isn't like an ID.
Bro, we're not gonna talk about our fresh fits.
Oh yeah, sure.
The vibe in.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that we wanted to
Bro.
have a change of outfit here, a change of
I
attire. What
Like let's be honest. Like
please,
Tyrannic,
what are you wearing?
This is my first party. Like but, so,
This is my first party.
like big party. So like Tyrannic probably does like he goes like that old school Yakuza kind of look. Like he's got the kimono, the big robe on the outside, the nice thatch. But it obviously these are like we're in sci-fi tech, so he keeps his like commercial swarm suit on, but then he puts like the hologram clothes on. He's all right, this one looks good. Oh, let me add the accessory chain so they can see like there's some money on me. He's got the ceremonial like katana and tanto, or the wakizashi and tanto on the side. He's coming in hot, boy. And it's all nice silk. It matches his colors, so it's like it's mostly black, but it's got like the purple and like gold filigree like designs and stuff like that of like his dragon heritage and stuff like that, with his family sigil on the back. And that's when he comes out. You see some of the chains on his horns and stuff like that. He's like, I think I'm ready to go. I've seen this from a movie.
Seen this from a movie.
Man, one of them holocrons of the old school days. I like this. Makes my body feel good.
Anybody else wearing anything nice?
I got my K-pop Demon Hunters like end of the movie golden outfit on, nice white with some like shimmer.
Never seen it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You suck if that's real. Please tell me you're joking.
I'm not joking. I've never seen it.
Now. Oh man.
No.
How did you make it all this time and not see it?
Man, he probably been to
Really
McDonald's
easily,
and
I
saw
don't
the
know.
Dodger Boys.
I don't know, man.
Well, me and Maggie got gold on. Y'all better get the fit too.
I mean, Shamira always has gold on.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I seen your character.
Yeah.
She's got the black and gold, so we matching. All right, cool.
I mean, if she walks out in her normal attire, and I mean, if anyone asks, she just says, "I'm always impeccable."
I'm always impeccable. That you are, girl.
no lies there. Clark.
Anyone else?
I think Malachi's wearing probably like a played down tux with a black trench coat with gold accents.
Wonderful.
Looking real fresh.
Very Neo
Very
of
James
you.
Bondy.
James Bond and Neo combined. Scalvix, are you wearing a wheel of cheese or what's happening?
I mean, bringing a tux like the oh, you're muted, brother.
Muted.
Can't hear you.
Damn.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
See, it keeps showing me the opposite. But he got the bright colors on. He's got like a wine red accents on the collars, but he's got to bring it back to that yellow cheese in the pocket with the black suit on, just with the tie to go with it, just to make everything pop out a little bit.
Wonderful.
He commits 100%.
And he's definitely got his wine cup as he's walking around like this with his pinky out.
Dude, what are those? He's got like a pocket watch that looks like a cheese wheel. Is that-
Exactly.
Okay, sweet.
He's got a can of Cheese Whiz. He's like, ugh.
And his collar says "Finer with age."
Nice. Very lovely. So yeah, as you enter the Hard Six Casino, there isn't like a age verification. There's not some guy that's like, let me see your papers type shit. It's actually it's basically like facial recognition / comm unit like ID identification stuff. So Jamira, you're not on the checklist because you don't really exist in any system.
Yeah, she doesn't have a SSN. you know?
Yeah. And then I also
No,
want to
didn't-
say, like you were mentioning the Katana Wakizashi texts, were those like actual weaponry or was that hologram? So basically, someone approaches you and it's like, sir, I'm gonna need you to, we gotta take your weapons before you come in.
He like, look at this, and he just like waves through them. Holograms, brother. It's just look.
That's
just a vibe.
That's great, but can you turn them off before you come in? It still can set folks on edge. So
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind.
He does it, and then they change into like those daimyo fans. Easy.
Thank you, sir. Please continue. Someone approaches you, Jamira. It's like, it looks like you're not registered anywhere. Could you please come with us and take a photo just so we would have you identified?
Oh, how interesting. Yes, of course.
Perfect. It'll be real quick. You can get right back to your group. And she leads you to essentially where folks would like. It's like right next to where they would go get their chips. And it's like almost like a little DMV thing where they've got the wall behind you and then the quick little, all right,
Jamira
look at the
visits
camera.
DMV.
Yeah. And so they're like, all right, name, what's your name?
Jamira Nozari.
Geez, can you spell that?
Of course, and she spells it out.
Okay, perfect. All right. Look at the camera, ma'am. All right, perfect. Thank you. You can go. They just send you on their way.
That's exactly how they sound, bro.
Oh yeah.
You did that really well. Golly.
So you guys get in, and it's very much, if you've been to a casino like Vegas, there's fucking slots everywhere. There's fucking tables this way, roulette over there. Yeah, there's just all kinds of shit. So, does anyone want to do a quick pull, or do we want to just show the invite and get up to the party?
I want to do a little gamba.
Yeah, but I'll do a poll.
Yeah.
All right, gamba
Wanna
time.
gamble, dude.
It's gonna
bring
be
us in a casino and not gamble.
it's gonna be real easy.
Weirdo.
So what we're going to do, you tell me how much you would like to wager, and then we're gonna roll a 1d100. And I guess what game? We'll go with Jamira first. What game would you like? You playing a slot, or what are we trying to do here?
That's a good question. Do a little roulette.
Okay, perfect. A little roulette. So, I'm actually gonna quickly look up the roulette payout because that's actually pretty easy.
You can't go to the gold
2 to 1.
saucer and not do the mini games. You know what I mean?
You're right. Perfect. Do you know anything about roulette, D?
Not personally, no.
There's a lot of different ways you could bet. You could bet red, black. You could bet an individual number. You could bet 4 numbers. Blah 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 blah. What? I guess. How crazy would you like to bet?
I mean, you know what? She'll go a little nutty on it. Let's just say, she'll spend. How much does she have left? I think she's got like 15 gold left. Yeah. So we'll throw 10 gold on it.
Okay.
10 gold on, let's just say, black.
10 gold on black. All right. So you are going to roll 1d100, and if it is below a 48, then you win.
Sweet.
You said 10 gold, yes? So if you win, you'll
10
get
gold.
20 gold. If you lose, obviously, you lose it all.
Anyone else on the table with Jamira?
Sky was to hop in. He'll match you.
All right, so we got 20 on black right now. Anybody else? Anybody?
Y'all are interesting. Y'all should. Wouldn't you want to do one on red, one on black?
I was gonna say, but I would have put one on red.
What? How do you
Then
win?
it's-
You might as well just
then it's-
walk away.
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah,
chance of
then it's,
losing.
It's a wash. Somebody can go odd or even.
Man. Yeah. Tyrell is gonna watch. He's gonna be like, all right, you guys got this. I feel it.
All right.
Feel it
So
in my
D,
bones.
D, this will be your roll, and if it's under
Mhm.
48, the crew wins 20 gold.
Okay.
Oh!
Ooh.
Better
Big loss.
better luck next time,
Big
friendo.
loss.
77 is a lovely number. You know, if we were rolling slots, that probably would have paid out real good.
Oh yeah, that'd be lovely.
And I want slots. I just want to go and do a little one gold, put it in, be like,
Yeah.
All right, Tex, you're gonna put in your 1 gold.
yeah.
All right. 1 sec. Perfect. Okay. You're putting in 1 gold. If you
Just
roll a 1, it'll pay out 100. If you roll from 2, 3, 4, and 5, it'll pay out 10. And then if you roll from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you'll double your money.
Okay, so D10.
Nope, 1d100.
Whoa.
It's the slot. You got terrible odds.
Oh boy. It's /r space D100, right?
Yeah, I
remember.
believe so.
It's easier just to click one of the dice and then just erase and put the 100.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Very smart.
D, you're that guy.
He's that fucking guy, pal.
That guy. I'm a number
Let's see what
guy.
we got. No,
how'd I get
74.
70 again? Are we
Better
serious?
luck next time. We've lost 21 gold so far.
Yeah,
Anyone
Tyrell's
else
like, well,
want
that's
to?
as much as I can do.
That's what else you can do. That's me in Vegas. Like, here's my $5, and now I'm done.
Put me on the blackjack table.
All right. Let's do blackjack. Wonderful. Okay. Perfect. All right. How much do you want to wager there, Mr. Malachi?
How much have we lost?
We've lost 21 so far.
I want to bet 21.
All right. Perfect. So, on a 1 to 42, you're going to double your money. On a 42 to 50, you're going to push. And then the rest, the dealer wins. You got this, Malachi.
Okay, say that again.
1 to 42, you double up.
We're-
Actually, let me 1 to 10.
What if I get a split hand?
You're right. 1 to 10. No. We're not doing all that. So you're betting 21, okay? So on a 1 to 10, you're going to get 42. So you would have essentially tripled or whatever. It's if you double down, right? That's actually fuck.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold on? You can't double down without actually doubling down. Do you want to try doubling down in this theory hand?
If I think you just give me the odds low for if it's a double down, then I'll win it. But just make it low odds.
All right, here. If you actually get between a 1 and 10, then we're gonna flip a coin. And if you get the success, you get the double up. If you don't, then you just get the 21 more, right? So
Okay.
we'll do that. So you're gonna roll 1d100. Again, you're looking for 1 through 42. If it's from 42 to 50, you push. Outside of 50, that's another 21 lost.
Okay.
See what we got
We're
here.
going home.
Okay,
We're going.
we got our money back. We're back at
Nice.
even. We're back at even.
Nice.
Are you gonna keep rolling? Or are you gonna keep? What do you think, Malachi? You're feeling hot.
Nah.
You've
Make
got the money back. You must try again at the end.
All right, fine. No, another
Chimera, I
21.
didn't know she had it in her to be.
Apparently she-
Don't be a
she got that
bitch.
demon.
I've made her an addict. Let's do it
She got that
again.
demon in her.
Yeah. One more time. We're going demon time here. Come on, demon gambit time. Let's go. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. That's a push. That's a push.
That's a push. That's a
We
push.
push.
We're
A
good.
push is a win. Are we doing it again? Are we pushing our luck? What do we say, Jamira?
Of course you do.
Of course.
I say that we go again and we flip it, so we go for high.
He's wanting high. We're wanting high. What do you think, Malachi? You want highs or lows?
What? So I would be.
It basically
so
be in reverse. So 58 and up is a win, and then 50 to 58 is a push, and then 1 to 50 is a loss.
What? And then 90 to 100 is a double.
Is the
Flip a coin double?
the double potential? The daily
All right,
double.
Let's do it.
Oh!
No.
And we
Should've
lost.
stayed.
You couldn't, man. You know, that's a real bummer. We're 21 in the hole again. Do you think we could even it out again, Malachi, or should we step away here? I don't
How
know.
much gold do we have?
So much.
Great question.
You know
Great.
what? We should
You're
throw it
fine.
all on the table.
No.
Let's not do that. But I will. I will go one more time.
I love it.
42.
clutching his last gold piece like his mama's pearls. Like,
42
No!
gold last time
42 gold last time. Love it, Malachi. I love this.
on the high end.
You want the highs?
I want the highs.
We're going highs.
Going high.
Come on. Come on, Malachi. Come on.
Big Gamba.
Oh!
Wait, I got 21.
Yeah,
But
that's a real
low.
bummer.
You wanted to go high.
I, you know,
I know that
All right, let's
feels
get the
like it
fuck
should
outta
mean
here.
something for blackjack, but
brutal. You know, there
I
it
hope,
goes.
I hope this taught y'all a lesson. Gambling.
I don't know
not
who
good.
suggested to keep going. That seems very foolish.
And why would we ever flip the highs? Who does that?
freaking dragon eye piercing the both of you. Let's go do our damn job. God.
So
Let's get outta
as you stand up from the blackjack table, Malachi, you kind of flag down the employee. All you guys are gathered around. You were cheering him on, and you give him the wave like, "Pah, pah, pah, here's a tick, pah, pah," and they're like, "Brilliant, follow me," and they take you kind of down the hall to the wall of the casino here, as there's the elevator bay, and pop the elevator. They get on there with you. They kind of put a card and then click the top button on the display there. And then slowly, the elevator rises up to the top. There's the little elevator jingle inside, you know. Basically, that's like, yo, give us your money. It's very subliminal messaging. I think Jamira particularly is like, I want to go play slots. That looked really fun. The bright lights
It
and
sounds
things.
like a good message they got going on. She's
Yeah.
in favor of it.
So as you get to the top, the ding, and then the doors open up, and you see, or from what you see as the doors open, it's a large room, essentially the exact same size that you were just on. They have the whole floor here, is the penthouse. On one side of the room is a long bar with many seats manned by about, it looks like 3 bartenders. They've got the full array of liquors behind them. And then sort of opposite of them, there is some gambling tables that probably take up about a quarter of the floor footprint. That's it. So they've got like pretty much a few of everything, like a couple blackjack tables, a couple roulette, just for whatever folks are wanting to do. In between all of that, there are basically there's the little rows that connect to like very large circular like seating tables. They each have like a little lamp in the middle of them. Very nice, like leather seats. Some of them are occupied, some are empty right now. And then, so you got the bar on the right side. Over here on the left, in the nearest corner, is actually a, it's like a jazz band playing. So there's live music right now. It's not like super loud. It's like if you're right in front of them, it's probably like, hey, what did you gotta yap a little bit louder. But for the rest of the hall, it's kind of just background music. It's enough to where if you wanted to whisper something, discreetly, you likely could get the point across without being overheard. And then directly across from the elevator bay, there is large doors that open up onto a balcony, and as from where you're at, you could see through those open doors right now. And you could see sort of the glow of the neon lights from Main Street, from where you came in. And even over the sort of talking noise and over the jazz noise, you can hear the street down below. Just the sort of raucous crowd of like the nightlife of the Rock now really getting going. And yeah, you walk out of the elevator bay, you're kind of taking this all in. And before you know it, Sean comes up. He's like, folks, so great to see ya. And I'm going to give you a picture of Sean because I did not have it last time, but I do now. So this is Sean.
Very dapper.
Dwarf. Love it.
He's a dapper little lad.
Boy's thick.
Thick. That boy thick. Yeah, so sorry, one sec. I was trying to resize this so that I could have it on the video. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so that's Sean. It's like, did you find the place all right?
Oh, yeah.
Very much so.
Appreciate you.
Your
Perfect.
establishment is very fun. Many
Oh,
enjoyable
no.
games here.
This is not my establishment. I'm just an invited guest of this lovely party that we're having. I did not explain it exactly, but this is a party for this is sort of the who's who of the racing group. Tomorrow we have our big Hard 6 Casino Grand Prix, and we folks get together, all the owners and their invitees, to have the party beforehand, to sort of celebrate it, if you will.
Understood.
Not my casino. I'm just an owner of one of the race teams, and hence why I'm here. Can we get you guys some drinks before I introduce you to some folks I'd like you to meet?
Please.
Fantastic. So yeah, you guys go traipsing up to the bar. He kind of like throws himself up onto one of the chairs so that he can yap at the bar. And he's like, hey! And one of the guys comes over and like, yes, what can I get you? As he's like, cleaning the glass. What do you guys want?
Oh, do you have
Martini,
That-
shaken, not stirred.
A martini,
that
yes,
fire-
a very elegant cup. He starts
Fire Rock whiskey?
the martini for the Fire Rock whiskey coming up for the Dragonkin.
Jameer would have to lean on
Here you go, sir.
Scalvix for whatever the current wine
Oh,
cotier is.
I got
at
the
moment.
perfect wine for you. Can I get the Umbriel Nocturne? The
Oh yes,
oldest
an
you got.
Umbriel Nocturne, a wonderful vintage. Fuck it. There you go. Oh yes. Oh here, don't
bucket
let
vineyard.
don't let the bubbles discourage you. That's part of the allure, ma'am. Here.
It's almost like a witch's brew.
Next,
Cheers.
Cheers.
you, pink hair lady. You.
I'd like a Midori sour, please.
Jesus. Okay.
Who's that?
Here we go. There you go, a fruity drink for a fruity girl. All right.
Okay.
Cheers.
Mr. Mouseman, what can I? Are you drinking with us?
Am I drinking?
Yes, you are at the bar, no?
Of course. What
What
is
do you
the
want?
finest wine that you have?
We have everything.
No, not everything. What is the finest wine that you have?
Say it. I bet we have it.
So, you mean to tell me you don't know what your finest wine is? Why are you behind the bar?
He just throws up his hand and walks away. Sean's like, well, I mean, and he just like he doesn't even helping anyone. He just walked away and he's like cleaning a glass, ignoring you now. Sean's like, I mean, I could probably get someone else to get you a wine if you want. Fred's a little bit. Well, that's Fred for you.
Fucking
Malachi
Fred.
goes over and says, "Well, good thing you brought your own."
As he's turning around from taking his own sips.
So Sean's like, all right, let's meet some people. And you see you don't know where it was, but he's now got like a fucking tankard, a giant like pint of ale. He's just taking
Very
some
on
swigs
brand.
as he's walking around. And
Dwarves really have not changed somehow. That is quite fascinating.
Dirty folk, just like Dragon. With his big ass tankard, not as big as his, but pretty close.
cheers. And he's walking, kind of waddling down the aisle. He's a big man, and the beer is kind of swashing in there. So somehow it doesn't fall out, but it's definitely a flowing. He's like, okay, first order of business. He kind of motions towards a couple of individuals that are sort of standing together, whispering in a corner, and I will throw these up for you guys to see.
Momo and Jin,
Oh, have a feeling.
Yes.
brethren.
that I know who these guys are.
Oh, Dimitri must have been taking notes.
Almost like we fought them, right?
No, you have not fought these. These are new people. So over in the corner, these two are. They basically they're not like. They don't look weird. They look in place. They're standing at a party with drinks, drinking and talking, right? And as Sean approaches, he's like, "Everyone, I'd like you to meet. This is Jin," as he motions to the Golden Dragon, and then this is Momo. And Tyrannex, as you approach, you hear Jin in your ear, and she's like, "They're with me. We should talk with them after this is all done. They'll know it's me."
Yeah, I guess in his own brain, he's like, sounds like a plan. I'll
And,
get their attention afterwards.
So Sean leads you up. He says, "These two I rather like. They are, I believe, partial owners of the Team Jester, another racing team here. Jin, Momo, how are you guys?" And they kind of look at Sean and give him like a respectful inclination of someone who they, you can. What they're showing is that they respect him, right? Like they're not like super warm with him or anything.
Just
But
professional courtesy.
Yeah, a professional courtesy, exactly. And so Sean and them and you guys are kind of just exchanging pleasantries, but it's nothing too crazy. And there's one moment where like Sean takes a big swig, and you guys notice that like Jin looks at Tyrannex and gives him like a quick wink. You guys don't know what that means though, because like you didn't hear the conversation between Tex and and Jin, but you notice that, and it's like, okay. After, before it gets to like the awkwardness of small talk, Sean's like, well, you guys have a great evening. I'm going to show them around a bit more. And they say your goodbyes. And Sean's leading you guys across the room. He's like, oh, yes, Arendor. We must talk to him. And as we're walking across the room to this, he pointed at this large minotaur in like a purple suit. But like midway through, like as you're walking there, Malachi, there's this conversation happening. You guys can hear this gentleman speaking, and then after he makes a statement, this lady's like, "Oh, Nigel, you are the silliest. Oh, Nigel!" And like, there's this old lady who just like pats the shoulder of this pretty handsome gentleman that's sitting in one of the booths as you're sort of walking by. And as like this Nigel person is talking back, Malachi, you have a flashback. You're having the moment. The moment is now.
Oh no.
You wanna tell us exactly what this flashback is? What do you see?
The flashback is back when I was much younger and under the tutelage of the top assassin in the Dominion. We were in a small group of young kids and the teacher, and we were learning about what it meant to what happens to people whenever they cross the Dominion. So clearly, to drive the brainwashing home, he's kind of sitting there teaching us a lesson about, the importance of that and how those things are punished. And he takes us, our small group of probably 4, into a room and says, this is one who's been caught spying for against the Emperor and against the Dominion. Show him now what you've learned and what the consequences are for crossing the Dominion. And hands me a knife, and then it fades to black.
Yeah, so as you kind of have that, like the flashback is super vivid, and like it's over in an instant, right? Like you relive that whole moment, and then sort of as you get back to the present, you can just feel like the sweat, you feel like a little clammy. It's like, oh fuck. And you recognize the voice of the gentleman talking, one that this lady called Nigel, but you don't know him as Nigel. You know him as Ezekiel. Ezekiel was one of the other students with you, specifically one of the 4 that was with you when you guys essentially tortured the counter spy, whoever that spy was, or spy, or who knows, right? But yeah, you walk past. Do you want to try to see Ezekiel? Do you want to meet gazes with Ezekiel? Do you try to bug out? What does Malachi do as you recognize this man's voice?
Malachi fades into the background and watches from afar. I want to observe for a while.
Sure. Are you going to, like, do you mention anything to your group where it's like, hey, I'm gonna, like, you just tap on them and do this? Do you just fade without saying anything? Irish goodbye? Like, what is, how do you go about this?
Who's the closest to me?
Roll a d4, and I'll let you know. it would be Jamira.
I would just quickly whisper to Jamira, we might have a problem, and then just instantly go back.
So descriptive.
So, and this is just for the fiction, Malachi. Where do you see yourself like trying to dip into the shadows? Do you step out onto the balcony to where you could like have some cover towards who you're watching? Do you go into a little like alcove inside the main room? Do you try to blend in with some of the folks like dancing by the jazz musicians, or what do you do?
I would probably find a, because I've done this before a time or two, observing people is kind of what my expertise is. I would probably find a more populated area where I can kind of watch through the crowd, probably towards maybe towards the dance floor, or on the side of the dance floor where there's a lot of what is it, like not movement, but like there's a lot of traffic going through.
Yeah. I think
a lot of movement.
You could totally get into like the edge of the dance floor there, to where like you're sort of intermingling amongst like folks who are like taking a step back from dancing and getting a drink and then heading back out, so you're kind of in the crowd that's like yapping between dancers and just folks hanging out. And you get to that position and you can see Ezekiel in front of you talking to this older lady, and then you also have your eyes on the rest of the crew as they walk up with Sean to, as I said, this large Minotaur man in a.
And just before
ahead,
we
Jameer.
actually meet him, as we are walking up, Jamira will kind of close in with Trinity, and she'll kind of lean in and just kind of whisper that Malachi has stepped away for a moment. And if need be, we should be ready to cover that, if asked. You are a little bit better at at that sort of thing, I believe.
Not a lot of info, but I will do my best.
I'm giving you as much as I have been given.
Fair.
Okay. So you're watching the group, Malachi, as they're approaching. Son of a mother. Sorry, I need to get this lad's picture in here. Perfect. Okay, so Sean brings you over to this gent. He's not currently packing the pistol, but
Damn.
but
Like that suit, though. And damn.
He's looking fresh to death.
That is a
Yeah.
fly Minotaur, I have to say.
So Arendor is he's essentially holding court. He's got one of the tables. He's kind of just sitting like this. There's a bunch of beautiful women that are gracing him with his presence. He's got bright, shiny silver rings on his fingers. He's got sort of the jewelry encrusted horns, big silver ring in his nose. Very like clearly tailored suit. Like you could tell he's like, if you ever see wrestlers or like football players in a tailored suit, it's like that, right? It's like clearly he had to get this custom made and it
Right.
looks good, right? So you see him, Sean walks up and he's like, Arendor, how are you? Arendor's like, Sean, good to see you. And they kind of just yap it up a little bit, talking about the race. You get the feeling that this guy's another owner of one of the race teams. And you guys are yapping, you're yapping. Trinity, as you get like to this guy's table, it's just like the hairs on the back of your neck feel like they're exploding in flame. like your stomach is curling, like you're about to shit yourself. Your heart is like, and it's like you're like, what in the fuck is happening? Who spiked my drink, right? And like there's this smell that just it's driving you insane. Like there's something that just smells like the most disgusting dead thing that took a shit, and you're just like, what the fuck? And you're realizing that the smell of death, this just smell of wrongness, is coming from Arendor the Minotaur here.
Interesting.
Make a perception check for me, please, Miss Trinity. So your intuition, right? You're sort of, you have the moment where they were words that you were understanding at one point, and now it's just kind of sounds, and you're kind of like, don't freak out. You've been drunk before. Like, you're gonna get through this. We're gonna be fine, right? You're trying to like calm yourself down. And your intuition, you finally understand what this is, and you're like, oh fuck, this Arendor guy, he's Winter Court. Like, he is
Saw that coming.
a
He is
fae
Winter.
from the Winter Court, and yeah, that you're having it. It does not appear like you kind of checked in on yourself, and you come to this realization, and you look at him. It doesn't look like he's having the same reaction to you as you are having to him. So to him, it just seems like you're just a person. He's not like, oh, Summer Court Princess. But you're like, oh fuck, he's like Winter Court. Shit. What do you want to do, Trinity, as everyone else is exchanging pleasantries?
I'm going to keep an eye on him, but I am going to try. I assume I already look like a weirdo being like freaking out. So we're just going to try and keep looking normal, keep looking calm, because he's not reacting to me. So on the off chance that he doesn't know that I am Summer Court, I don't want to draw
Go ahead and
attention to that.
That's a fun thought there, Trinity. Please roll a performance check for me.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Good operator.
no one knows, like, not even your friends are like, hey, are you okay? You feel like you're totally not drunk, right? Like, you're totally fine. You know, it's like, no, I'm playing this fine. No one knows I'm drunk. No one knows I'm high, you know? You're playing it off fine, though. You realize, like, okay, as long as I don't do something really weird, I'm good.
I will say, though, that knowing this and having clocked it, I'm not going to say anything now in the moment. We're going to keep playing it cool. But when we leave, I'm probably... Who believed me? It was Levi that didn't believe me.
He's not even here. Bucks isn't
Sure.
even here.
I'm going to find somebody who believed me about my Fae connections and let them know that Arendor is Winter Court. Don't ask me how I know, I just know. And so probably either Jamira or Tex, because they were, if I'm remembering correctly, the ones that believed me rather than Buxus that was like,
They believe
what's
in
wrong
me.
with you?
Jameer
Yeah.
tried to convince him, and he was not having it.
So yeah,
sure.
Jamira or Tex will be, or both, if they happen to be in a place where we could like have a conversation without everybody else hearing about it. Like,
I think in the moment Sean is talking with Arendor, and he's got like his big beefy forearm around Scalvix, and like he's telling Arendor about Scalvix's interaction with Fred, and like Arendor just finds it hilarious. He's like, they're just yapping it up, fucking laughing, and in that moment you haven't exactly turned your back on all of them, but you kind of have gone into, you know, as you do in a party, it's not even weird. You just kind of get into your little group circle talking about whatever, right? And you're able to tell them, as you just said, that Arendor, you think he's Winter Court. Don't tell me how I know, but I know he's Winter Court. What are your guys' reactions to that?
Oh well, it could possibly be an ally, or is this going to be a
Winter Court
problem?
wants.
Yes, I doubt he would be helpful in that regard, as they want her dead.
Can we tell if he noticed her? If he
You guys can make perceptions. Maggie's perception was that he had not noticed her.
So,
but you
like,
can make
Maybe it would be like, be cool, but he's Winter Court.
hey, be
Keep an eye on
cool.
him.
He's right behind me. Don't stare at him. Tex is like, whoo.
because like he won't be too obvious about it. Like when she says something, he'll do his normal like combat glance while like looking for like something to drink on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it looks like Eridor's just yapping it up with Sean. It doesn't look like he's, locked
He's
in
paying
on what you
attention.
guys are doing.
Is there a
Malachi notice? Does Malachi notice like her unease?
I would think so.
Since I'm
I
watching
think
the party.
that like you obviously see that they approach this table. You see that the three of them have kind of pulled themselves away from the conversation a little bit. Roll a perception check for me, Malachi, to see if you can kind of infer as to whether maybe they're trying to discuss what happened with you, or if maybe you saw something and you saw that maybe, they seem a little bit hesitant to this gentleman. I think that you're a little spooked. You're a little spooked right now. So I think like you say that you're watching the crew, but you're like locked eyes. You're like on Ezekiel. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You're like,
Okay.
what is he doing here? He's your main priority right now.
Jameer will just ask Trinity, so what is it you wish to do right now? Do you wish to simply keep things as quiet as possible?
I think that's the wisest choice for now.
I agree.
Well, quick question: do y'all just like? Is this like a magical thing where y'all feel each other in a vicinity, or like? Because if you got the vibe, do you think he got the vibe too?
I can't say for certain that he didn't. He's not giving any signs. But yeah, it's just a vibe. I just
Well,
know.
he's probably a major operator. If I'm just saying, like you live around places like this, you kind of know how to manipulate your bodies and tails and stuff like that.
Mm.
But just stay close to me. I'll make sure you're safe. I ain't gonna let nobody hurt you, princess.
I agree with Tex. We should operate on the assumption that he has figured out who you are and works that
100%.
that way.
I didn't say it as eloquently as her, but yeah, exactly that.
I
Quite
So
fine.
as you guys are yapping, Tex, you feel like this big meaty palm grab your arm, not like in a fighting, but like in a hey, get over here, like get on over here. And you hear Sean, he's like, hey, Tex. So this guy here, this Arendor, he can get you any weaponry you want. And I know that you're a gentleman that likes to be well equipped. So just look him up if you ever want to get some of the finer things.
Well, Sean, I appreciate it. Then he holds out his hand to Arendor, and I thank you for your hospitality, sir.
And he's very
Oh,
slowly and like he grips with yours, and like he doesn't it's not like a dickish grasp, but it's one of those handshakes where it's like you just know this motherfucker's strong as shit. It's like you squeeze into his hand and it doesn't fucking move, and like it's you're a large motherfucker, right? Like you're the biggest motherfucker in the group, but like his hand feels as large as yours, if not bigger. Like it feels like it's just like, well, what the fuck, He's a big dude. But
that only triggers me.
make a perception check as you're shaking hands with him.
Usually with stuff like that, with me in real life, a big dude, and we're both like athletes, it's not like I could take you.
You have that intuition, because I feel like Tex is probably the same way, right? Like you're kind of measuring up to him. He doesn't
Not in a
seem
dickish way.
No, yeah, just like in
But
a competition type way, not in a I gotta fucking kill you, even though you just found out he's Winter Court, but like that was fast, right?
Sort
You
of
don't really know
instinct for
this
you
guy.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you could sense that like you have that sort of challenge in you, right? It doesn't seem like he's rising up to the challenge. He's just a smooth, calm character. He's just nice, slow handshake, grips it, feels strong as fuck. It lasts a moment, he lets go, and there is no animosity in it. It was just like, okay. So that's what you get out of that.
All right.
And yeah, I think after Sean says, he's got all the weaponry, blah, blah, blah. Sean's like, well, I'm going to let you guys wander around. I got some other folks I got to get, talk to. Go ahead, have a good time. Obviously, you can go gamble downstairs if you guys get bored. Yeah, enjoy yourselves. And he just kind of wanders off with his fucking tanker. As you see, it's empty, and he heads directly to the bar. So yeah, what do you guys do? You get the four of you are kind of separated from Malachi right now. You can obviously go approach him. You don't know if Malachi wants to. You could calm him, like, hey, do you want us to approach or not? What do you guys want to do? What's the play here?
Is he he's kind of like high, like melted into the crowd, right? Like, is he making himself obvious? Like, not obvious, but like where we could see him, or is he trying to even avoid our notice?
Malachi, I'll ask you this question. You could essentially lower your stealth for them to easily see you. Is that something you would do, or would you try to like maintain maximum sneakiness?
No, maintain maximum sneakiness at the moment.
Okay.
Because I think Jamira would try to see him in the crowd.
Sure.
But I don't think she would be able to see him. Like,
So
I don't wanna roll
I
for
think
it.
you notice. I think at this point, Malachi, you've kind of taken your eyes off of Ezekiel for a moment, because you could, like, you saw out of the corner in your periph that the crew was starting to move a little bit, and you see Jamira looking for you. Do you do anything?
Yeah. I would probably try to step into her eye line.
Okay.
So she can get a look at me, potentially.
You could also, if you like to maintain sneakiness, you could just like calm her real quick. It's like, hey, I'm over by the dance floor.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever,
I guess
instead of
okay, yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Perfect. Yeah. So you just do you send that specifically to Jamira, or is everyone like on a party comm right now, like a crew comm?
No, I would do it since Jameer is the only one that I've told so far that we might have a problem.
Straight to Jamira.
Yeah, just straight to Jameer.
Jamira.
Copy that.
Who's everybody?
This is everyone's go-to girl.
Yeah.
Well, she was the closest one. It could have been any of y'all. She just happened to be the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
That's what it is. It's all
I
about.
decides.
Is so she can respond on the comm, right?
Yeah.
So she would just kind of like kind of duck away, give a little nod to Arendor and sort of the surroundings, kind of like walk away, and she would say, "Is there something that we need to all be on the lookout for, or are you on it?"
I don't know.
Simply point me in the direction, and I'll keep an eye for whatever it is that has you spooked, I suppose.
I think Malachi at this point would be. I mean, as I watch him, is there? Like, I know for sure it's him, right? Like, I'm
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
certain now.
You're 100% sure that is Ezekiel, the fellow student.
But he's going by Nigel.
He is going by Nigel right now.
Okay, so my concern
Would
now
you
is
know
it's-
that's like common play for what you guys do?
Yeah, so my next thought is going to be he's here to kill someone.
Could be.
Do I notice, like we clearly have assassination tricks, whether it's poison or whatever. As I'm watching him, do I notice any
Tricks of the old trade.
is he working, or is he here doing something? Like, am I picking up that he's working? I mean, clearly he's here under a fake name, so
Yeah.
now I'm trying to ascertain if he's here to kill someone.
Definitely. Go ahead and roll me another perception check. As you're spending some time watching over what he's doing. Oh, that's delicious.
Ooh, beautiful.
I would say we you're taking your time. You guys are at a party. You got nothing else to do. Like, you've sort of fulfilled your social obligations. You have all the time in the world right now, essentially. So Malachi, you're able to really sit back. You're in your element. Like, this is what you did for years, right? So you're sitting there, you're taking a little sip, just watching him, and he seems like you don't think that, or look, you don't know, but what he is currently doing is not showing any signs of assassinating anyone. You would guess that he is trying to get access or information. He's trying to get something out of this old lady. Like, you don't know what, you can't hear the conversation, that sort of thing, but you could tell that this old lady is eating out of his hand. But say it, what'd you ask?
He's basically laying the groundwork for...
Yeah, like he's definitely working, but it doesn't look like he doesn't want to kill this old lady, right? He could have done it and slipped out, blah blah blah, if he had wanted to, or maybe he's waiting for later, and you can't exactly infer that from right now. But it doesn't look like he intends to kill in this moment. You can definitely say that.
Okay.
So I would say that probably takes about 10-ish minutes while you're really like diagnosing that, Malachi. What's everybody else doing? Do you guys post up anywhere? Anybody would Trinity, you go dance or try to do karaoke or some shit and steal the microphone? What do you guys do? Are you watching Aaron Door?
I probably would have tried to steal the microphone, but like I don't want to draw too much attention to myself.
Yeah.
So truthfully, I'm probably on the dance floor because I can dance and look like I'm supposed to fit in. We're not like running with our tail between our legs, but we're not so distracted and drawing attention to ourselves that I feel like it's a dangerous prospect.
I think you're like mindlessly going through old dance routines, that and you're not like like popping so hard to where like it's like, oh, look at this, she's a fucking professional. Like, you're kind of doing them casually so you fit in with everyone else, but you're able to do that so freely that you're still being perceptive as to what's going on.
Is Tex there on the dance floor taking up half the damn thing?
Yes. He's doing a solid draconic like robot, bro.
Nice.
I'd say Scalvitz made his way back to the bar to kind of do some spying and info gathering there, just to see how the drunk people get to talking. But he also wanted to make his way back to Frank to see if he can finally get him to start talking about which ones were the best ones that he had.
Well, Mr. Fred, for one, as you say, hey Frank, he's just like, he just ignores you. He just looks right over you. You could ask him all the questions. He's like,
Really offended him.
He is butthurt.
Yeah, he's not dealing with your ass.
Well, until Fred fixes his attitude, Frank is gonna get all this smoke. Okay.
For sure. So you just yapping at him, calling him Frank and shit, and no one's the wiser. Jameera, you're kind of posted up somewhere, just observing the whole thing? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. She's kind of she's just kind of hanging out where she can sort of see. Because again, I don't think she can see Malachi at this point. She doesn't know
Right.
where he's at.
You don't know where he was at. Yep.
And I don't know if he even told her like sort of where in general to like kind of be on the lookout for. So she's just kind of watching everyone do their thing. Maybe even having small talk with people that come by. Like I assume. I mean, I don't know. If the sort of dress that everyone else has, maybe she stands out. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe there are a lot of other weirdos that have weird
I would
dress
say
styles.
that like there's so many travelers and people that come here from so many different
Everywhere.
places that it's like everyone looks weird, right? And at
Exactly,
that
that's
point,
what
no
I'm
one
thinking.
looks weird. So yeah, you're not getting any strange looks of like, oh, that looks ancient, like there's nothing
Right.
like that.
So yeah, she's just having small talk with anyone that comes by. But other than that, yeah, she's just kind of keeping a lookout.
Perfect. Yeah.
I think, actually, I
go
wanted to ask. So obviously, like meta wise, I sort of feel like I know, we know who Momo and Jin are, but would there be anything other than the wink that Jin gave to Tex that would have made them stand out to any of the rest of the crew?
I think as you're like thinking back on that exchange, Jameera, roll occultism for me.
Okie dokie.
Do you want a hero point? We got 10 minutes.
Sure. Sure.
Just to see if let's
See if we get a little higher.
Oh
Ooh,
fuck it.
Lower.
That's
Take
not
mine
fun.
too.
You know what? I'm just gonna
Take
give
mine
you this
too.
before everyone else does this, and you get it anyway. So you're thinking back on that exchange, and you're like, huh? Like I wonder why that happened. Why did this person wink with Tex? It obviously seemed like there was some sort of exchange there. The only thing that comes surface level is like, well, Tex is dragonkin, this Jin character seems dragonkin, maybe it's just a dragon greeting, and you kind of ruminate on it. And then you have this sort of like puzzle in your mind, and the pieces start interlinking and coming together, and it's like, huh, they have a certain feeling, like an aura, that the rest of you guys have, that everyone else in this room does not have. And like your guys' aura, like from Jameera's point of view, each of your auras have a different color that you can kind of see and feel from each individual, and Jin and Momo have differing auras from the rest of you as well.
Okay.
So you think that you guys are similar but different, I think that you can piece that together just from vibes,
No, totally. I do think she gets not nervous, but a little concerned, and maybe this is more like kind of again with that sort of occultism background of hers. Like this is a lot of sort of fates woven together in one spot right now.
Yeah.
She's kind of like, that's strange and possibly not good in terms of like things could be very troublesome.
Actually, roll me a D100, please. As you're pondering the fates here. Lovely. Yeah, so you're thinking about it, and you're like, okay, there was something that weirded out Malachi. You still don't exactly know what that was.
Mhm.
There was something, the Winter Court, gentlemen. You're like, that's fucking weird. And then you're like, and before all that, we have Jin and Momo, who you're kind of piecing together, and you could probably take the logical leap that's like, fuck, are these shadow agents that Jin had? Like, they're just like us, and they're not with us, so what is it, right? Like,
Right.
that it would make sense that they're shadow agents. Is there, like, do they know Jin? Are they with someone else? Like, are they not shadow agents? Are they other agents, right? And you're kind of piecing, just like, fuck, there's a lot of strings of fate all woven in this fucking room. Like, what is happening? And it's all tied to some fucking pod racing. You know, it's like, what?
Like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. And yeah, you're thinking about it, like, through the occult and through your history. It definitely, it feels manufactured to you.
Mm.
You're like, this is too much. You're just like, this. There are too many strings here for.
Too coincidental.
Yeah, it's
for
too.
all
There's
this to be
too
there at
much
the same time.
coincidences here, and you know, in you know, the history of Jamira, basically, that it's like, fate is an interesting thing. Fate isn't always, you know, controlled by the gods or whatever. Like, fate can kind of do whatever the fuck it wants to. But you know that this has happened for a reason, and depending on how, like, this is sort of just a thought, you think that depending on choices tonight, like, there could be like reverberations, right? Like, we are in a moment right now, and depending on what happens, it could shape the things to come. I think you can kind of grasp the density of that.
Hell of a time for her to learn she's a gambler.
Like, I gotta go pull a slot machine. And with that sort of that realization coming to you, Malachi, you notice that Ezekiel, aka Nigel, and this elderly lady have gotten up, and they appear to be walking towards the elevator bay. What do? Do you signal to your friends? What's the play here?
I think I would. Ooh, that's a good question. Is it the elevator to leave, or is it the elevator to?
Yes. So the elevator bay here, like right now, you guys are on the penthouse. So if you potentially, they could be taking the elevator to a room. They could be taking the elevator down to gamble. They could take it all the way down and then leave. But those are pretty much the options.
I would probably try to follow him.
Okay.
To the best of my ability.
Sure. Roll me a stealth check.
Hang on, I'm getting there. I closed my thing out.
Okay.
Right there.
So
Hero point.
As you are, yeah, fuck it. Go ahead and roll it. We'll see.
All right, let's see. I mean, it's right
this
there.
This one I'm not
well.
gonna let you infinite roll though, because it's there's more at stake, I guess. Yikes.
I fucked it.
0 points ain't coming for us today.
So as you go to tail Ezekiel, do you make any mention to the rest of the crew that you are vacating? Do you do anything, or do you just follow him
Yes.
silently?
Yes. I think I overcomes. I'd probably say something along the lines of there's a former, or there's potentially a Dominion assassin here that I know. I think I'm going to follow him, or try to follow him.
All right, yeah. So you guys get that over the comms. Malachi, you're tailing them at a nice, safe distance. And as you get to the elevators, the two press the button, and they're waiting, and then ding, here it is. Unfortunately, it's just the three of you. So if you're wanting to tail him by sticking with him, you'll have to get on with him. However, it'll be really difficult for you to, not be noticed. Make a quick perception check.
I was gonna see how close is the party, because if I could get a couple more in the. Okay, perception.
I will say this. This is something that Malachi could keep in mind, is that he knows Jamira is very good at illusions. He has seen it by this point.
There you go. There's a thought. Malachi, you are not used to working with this crew, right? It's fairly new to you. But you do recall that Jamira can make illusions. And that potentially she could make some sort of discreet illusion as folks walking onto an elevator. That would be a potentially difficult thing to do well anyway. And to, no one notice that these are illusions. Also, you notice, Malachi, that there is a floor indicator above the elevator. So you know that you could at least figure out which floor they stop on if you wanted to go that route. And I think we pause there. We pause there,
okay.
And we come back. We come back to this decision next time, and we see how the night proceeds.
Cliffhanger.
With a bye week next week. Ooh.
This actually, the fact that it's a bye week hits perfect.
Yeah,
Like that,
more anticipation.
That's a good cliffhanger.
that
Yeah,
was clean.
hell yeah. Well, fucking GG's, that was awesome.
Hell yeah. That's a good roleplay set.
GG.